Good morning. I'm Mike Allegra, the General Manager of the Utah Transit Authority, and this is a very wonderful day. We're opening up 2 new lines today, never been done before in this country that we know of. We are ahead of schedule. We are under budget. It's a testament to the commitment that this community has made from the mayors and the business community and everybody out there.
This is a great day for our state. I believe that it will only be greater in the future as generations to come see that we had the foresight to create these tracks lines when we could do it.
It's very rare that you get an opportunity to work with agencies like UTA and with cities and actually all work together to make something as exciting as this happen. Vision Utah, more than 10 years ago, talked about what it would take in this valley to accommodate the millions of people that are going to come to the valley in the next 10, 20 years. And what Envision Utah said we needed was public transit, and we needed higher density around public transit stations. And in fact, that's what Daybreak is in terms of entitlement, and the City of South Jordan worked with us to make that happen. And that what we're seeing here is really the culmination of that effort. What we're really celebrating is the fact that we've got an opportunity now to really have some significant impact on air quality in the valley.
Think about it. This is about people, the people who serve here, the people who have made this happen, and all of you can lay claim to that.
So it's an important milestone for us, not just for the opening of tracks, but for all of our transit services to the west side of Salt Lake County.
We call this area Fairborn Station, and it's the start of a $500 million public and private investment into West Valley City that's been jump-started because of transit.
Today we're prepared to open up 16 new miles of light rail in our valley. That's almost doubling the number of miles that we have in our system. We're proud to have a new low-floor, high-tech vehicle, one that's more accessible to the disabled community. And we want to thank that community for participating with us in the design and the operations of the system. Every one of our lines has been ahead of schedule, under budget, and with today's usage, we're going to be exceeding our ridership expectations as well. So thank you.
This is just one glimpse, and it took an incredible amount of work. You heard from our General Manager, Mike Allegra, talk about and recognize this community and how this community's had to come together to make a day like this possible. This is UDOT. These are our cities, our mayors, our council members, our counties, all of our stakeholders, our metropolitan planning organizations. The kind of communication and cooperation we see in the state of Utah is truly unique. And you need to know that what you're seeing here today and the kind of coming together of stakeholders and policymakers that you're seeing does not happen everywhere.
When people ask me, why is Utah able to do so many great things in transit? Because let's face it, most of the rest of the country who doesn't know Utah didn't really think this is a place where public transit would take root and grow well. And it's that spirit of coming together, developing a vision, then moving ahead to finance and implement that vision. So I want to congratulate everybody here today.
Albert Einstein once said, most people see what is and never see what can be. The reason we're here today is that Utah had some leaders that could see what could be here in the future. If this hadn't started literally 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and we were just starting it today, we wouldn't be here in 4 years later. Because in America today, those that are starting today this concept are out about 15 years. But because we had the leadership, we had a lot of firsts. The first state in the nation to have our 4 programs all approved at one time. That wouldn't have happened without the leadership of UTA. There's a reason why America wants to know how it is we're doing it. So let me just congratulate UTA, to West Valley, to the Mid-Jordan line, but most importantly, as a leader of businesses in this state, may I just say to the citizens of the state of Utah, thank you for being able to see the vision, to put leaders where they needed to be able to see what the future ought to be instead of what it is.
Even though all of those institutions and organizations contributed, nevertheless, it was the voters in Salt Lake County that approved the financing that resulted in us being here today. And I thank those voters for their intelligence and their willingness to put their neck on the line and their money in the pot.
what you see today is due to the excellence and team play of all of the individuals and all of the partnerships that came together for this particular project.
What you've done in the amount of time in the last almost decade is amazing. There's been many communities through Union Pacific talking, and that talking has never advanced in 10 years. While out here with UTA, the citizens of Utah, the leadership of the UTA board, and the people of Utah, you haven't talked the talk, but you've walked the walk, and you've made it happen. And what you built today and what you're completing and opening today will pay dividends for years and years to come. And I can tell you, because we have across 23 states, you folks continue to set the example of how to do it. You are busy, industrious bees, and you've built a great hive.
We are officially ready to open service for August 7th. Thank you all very much.